Tonight I'm in the Leslieville neighborhood at Carlaw and Eastern Avenue to take you on a walk around the neighborhood. And the HELLS Angels has been in this neighborhood for close to 30 years now. And tonight I'm going to show you where they are right now in the neighborhood and where their clubhouse used to be. So I am south here on Carlaw Avenue, just across the street from the retail location of the HELLS Angels, and it's called Route 81 Toronto. And this location opened up back in 2013. And prior to that, they owned a clubhouse at 498 Eastern Avenue, which is just around the corner from here on Eastern Avenue. And the Toronto Police Service says if you buy merchandise from them, you are supporting a criminal organization. And 81 stands for the 8th and first letter of the alphabet, 8 being H and 1 standing for A. Civilians are not allowed to wear the HELLS Angel trademark. Only full members are allowed to wear the HELLS Angel logo. And generally they have red on white being their colors, or the big red machine is also trademarked by the HELLS Angels. And this retail location here is not open right now, but their logo is generally a skull with a flame. And I'm not getting in today, and this location here is quite benign, and you wouldn't know it was here unless you were looking for it. And back in 2022, the HELLS Angels, about 800 to 1,000 members descended on this location here. In honor of one of their fallen members. And the Toronto Police Service said that it was an unsanctioned ride. But a few hours after the procession into the city, they did disperse peacefully. So now I'm walking north on Carlaw Avenue, and the HELLS Angels are considered an outlaw biker organization, and they are also deemed a criminal organization by authorities in Canada and the United States. And now I'm walking west on Eastern Avenue. And the reason they built that retail location, or started that retail location, was their clubhouse was just down the street here, and they were very angry and upset when they lost their clubhouse back in 2007. When a big police investigation led to several arrests at their clubhouse, which was their downtown chapter and one of the largest chapters in Canada at the time. And that investigation involved one of their own, and Atwell, who was a member at the time, became a police informant, and he's the reason that the arrests were made and their clubhouse was seized. He is now under the witness protection program, And back in 2007, when they made the arrest, they arrested the president, John Neal, the vice president, Douglas Walls, and a couple of other members. And that trial, which included charges of participating in a criminal organization, as well as trafficking drugs, particularly the date rape drug. The president and vice president were subsequently convicted of trafficking drugs, but found not guilty. All members were found not guilty of participating in a criminal organization. And I'm standing right outside of where their clubhouse used to be, and you can see by the looks of it, it has since been demolished, and they intend on building a condo here. So the HELLS Angels occupied the clubhouse here in 2000, and prior to that, it did belong to the Paradise Riders Motorcycle Club from 1978 until 2000, when they became a part of the HELLS Angels organization. And the clubhouse was a fortified building, and it was made of brick. It was a 2-story building, and they had planters in the front, which were cement to prevent police from ramming the building. They also had 2 steel front doors, and all their windows were barricaded with wire. The lot that I'm walking on now is 30 feet by 120 feet. And it's been a while. 2016 is when the building was sold and demolished back in 2017, and they're still working on developing this piece of land in the east end of the city. And the main intersection where their clubhouse used to be is Logan and Eastern Avenue. And although this clubhouse was notorious in the neighborhood, when it was demolished, a number of people in the neighborhood were a bit upset about it because they felt as though it was a part of history in the city.